Hello, hi. Today I will be talking to you about how I decided to teach abroad and why I decided to teach abroad. So for me, why and how I decided to teach abroad are kind of intertwined, and it's very hard to separate the two. So like as I'm telling you why I decided to teach abroad, I will also explain to you the steps and what that looked like and how they work together to bring me here at this moment. So I knew I wanted to teach abroad my sophomore year of undergrad. So I was like, how, right? Like when I was thinking about me wanting to do it, my anxieties at that time was how I would fund it, where would I go, and if there would be a language barrier. These were always my main three concerns. But as I started to research more about teaching abroad, as I started to research more about teaching abroad, I quickly learned that it's not impossible to do it, even if you don't speak another language. Like if you don't speak a foreign language or a colonial language aside from English, like it's not impossible. Most people are desperate, sis, very desperate, incredibly desperate to learn English. Learning English is like learning a language of the world. I mean, it's a colonial language, so I mean, who knew that I had power? Like, but English is considered a business language, so people are literally incredibly desperate to learn English. So if you speak English, people prefer to have a native English speaker. But baby, I use my accent all the time because what? You're going to take what I give you. It's simple. It's simple. But people prefer that you speak English. So this is very easy for, let me say, most Americans to do. If you have an American passport, then it's very easy for you to do. If you don't have an American passport, like if you are from another country that is not a colonial or neo-colonial power, then it's going to be like a lot harder for you to travel. Like obviously Americans, they have one of the strongest passports. Like most people, a lot of countries can only go to like maybe 60 countries without hassle or 30 countries without hassle. Americans can't go to like 20 countries without hassles. And when other countries are like having these hassles, they're usually financial, like they have to pay a hefty fee. If an American has to pay a visa fee, it's probably like $50. Like there are not a lot of visa fees that are incredibly expensive. But for other countries, like it can range to like $1,000. So as an American, you have so much privilege with your passport that you don't even know you have. So let's say one country in China and one company in China prefers that you speak Chinese. Another country in China will say, we don't care if you speak Chinese or not, just come. So it depends country to country, company to company, and there's a lot of variation. Everything exists on a spectrum. Like everything exists on a spectrum. So one country may say, we don't want you if you don't speak our language. The next country will say, mahaba, come, you are welcome. And then like I think that teaching abroad is one of the best things that you can do because it's a free, virtually, allow me to say this, basically free to do if you have a degree. And if you are an American, or I imagine that it's pretty easy for someone who's from the UK or France, whatever. But it is very easy and people will pay you. So mostly all you have to do is get to the country. And then like some programs will give you a reimbursement fee for that, so they will reimburse you for your flight, they will pay for your housing, they will give you a fee to settle down, and then you get a paycheck. If you have a savior complex, baby, you can go to some country and teach for free, but I don't have money. I need money for my time, for my energy, for my effort, for everything, baby. I don't work for free. I don't care where I'm going. I'm not doing it for free. If you want to go around pretending that you are a hero, you are welcomed. But for me, no, I need my money. I need my cash. I need my bands. Taxation without representation, baby, I need my money. No, I'm good. Okay. But I think that like teaching abroad, staying abroad, living abroad is so much more beneficial than a quick vacation. Allow me to preface what I am going to say. which I understand that vacations are very good for your mental health. They allow you to just relax, release, zen. But thank you. There are a lot of cons with going on quick vacations. You may go somewhere quickly. Like, I know a lot of people do these excursion trips to Africa, and like, you get this idea that the outside world is just so poor, and you are so lucky, and you pity them, and like, no, they don't need your old clothes. Like, we are not traveling to save anybody. That's not your job. Your job is to go somewhere to learn. Like, every place has something to give you, to put into you. You are not the one going there to teach. Like, I didn't come here to teach. I came here to learn. And the only way I can learn is to also teach, right? Like, iron sharpens iron. So as I am making them better, giving them a language, they are making me better. They are enhancing me. But like, when people go on these quick vacations, it is really dangerous because it has a lot of opportunity for confirmation bias. So you go somewhere, you see something, and you take this as the truth, right? Like, for myself, if I would have left Morocco at 3 months, I would have said Moroccans, they're racist, they don't have culture, they don't know who they are, and I would not have had any appreciation for the culture. But at month 5.5, like, my eyes are wider. I see things differently because now I have connections to people that I did not have before, right? Like, I don't like the idea of traveling with a book and say, like, you know, it says here that you all say this phrase and this is what makes sense, so I'm going to say it to you. And like, no, right? Imagine if someone came to the hood and they were like, hey, what up, G? Like, who are you? Why are you here? Why? Right? Like, who are you and why are you here? And what makes you think you can talk to me like this? Like, I'm good. I don't need you. Right? So when I travel, I don't want people to see me and then begin to perform for me, like to dance, to shimmy, to start doing bachata, because they think I can give them money, right? Like, I want people to invite me in, take me to their houses, give me meals, tell me this is how you speak my language, this is what we do, this is how it makes sense, right? This is why I exist in the way that I do. And staying in a place for a long period of time allowed you to better humanize people and to better humanize and appreciate their culture. Like, I mean, even now, I have hella negative views of Morocco still, but what I have now are more positive views to counter those negative views. But when you go for a very quick time, right, like, you don't leave with a holistic picture. And I think that right now, I have a more holistic picture of Morocco, and that holistic picture is developed and refined every single day. Like, okay, maybe that wasn't true, maybe this is true, right? Like, it allows me to form a better and less subjective truth, and understand that all of these people make up what it means to be Moroccan. All of these people are what it means to exist in Morocco and exist as like what they are, and they all make this country what it is. Not like this isn't a Moroccan idea and this is not a Moroccan idea. Like, if you are Moroccan and you have an idea, if you have a belief, it's Moroccan. Like, it's that simple. Also, right, like, teaching abroad helps you to learn a language. It makes language very real for you, very real. For me, when I learned language in school, when I learned Mandarin, it was just like, when am I going to speak to anyone in Mandarin, right? Like, it's useless to me. But if I knew that one day I would go to China, then yeah, I would have taken it more seriously. Right now, learning French, I'm taking it seriously because I can speak French to people. I can practice in real time. I can ask questions to people in real time. I can, like, make friends. I can make a life with this language. I know that this language gives me access to new worlds, to new books, to new ideas, to new music, like, to new cultures. Also, right, like, it makes my resume stronger. Duh, we all love a boost, baby. Ain't no jobs in America. You gotta put everything on your resume. Everything, you need everything to benefit you, okay? So, if you are interested in teaching English abroad, the hardest part is committing to the idea, saying, like, this is what I will do. This is something I'm serious about. I will do it. This is the hard part. And the second hardest part is picking a country. Where will you go? So when you are thinking about where you will go, think about what languages they speak. What languages will give you the most amount of access to what you want to do in your life? What languages will take you where you want to go, right? I wanted to learn French so I can ultimately go to Senegal. Morocco is a place I can learn French. What language will take you where you want to be in your life? And this is the third easiest part. This is the easiest part. Finding the job. All you have to do is Google teaching English as a foreign language. It's that easy. It's that easy, y'all. Teaching English as a foreign language. You'll get all the results, okay? If you want a certain country, teaching English as a foreign language, China. Teaching English as a foreign language, Italy. Teaching English as a foreign language, Cote d'Ivoire. Teaching English, listen, it's that easy. It's that easy. You can go through a company if you want. You don't necessarily have to go through a company. If you make a connection and you trust someone and they will get you a job there, it's that easy. If not, you can search companies. I can put links in the description for the companies you can go to find these jobs. I did go through a company, and I would say, like, I don't think that it really helped me much. Like, when you are moving to a new country, every part of me was overwhelmed naturally. There's no way that I cannot be overwhelmed. I am leaving my life. So, like, some people may say that having one less thing to worry about is better. But, I mean, I'm already worrying. Will I notice one more thing that I'm worrying about if I'm already in a state of worry? Probably not. But I will say that the going through a company, it didn't give me friends, but it gave me a network of Americans if I wanted to be friends with them, right? Like, I have that access. So I have that group. I know where they are. I can find them if I need something. And it did give me one really great person who I love. So that's a benefit. Other than that, it's just that simple. Like, Google it, you click the link, and then you apply. And if they like your resume, they like what you have to offer, they like what you say, you get the job. And again, then it's hard again because you have to actually come. And when you come, then you stay. And there you go. That is how you get a job abroad. It's that easy. The hard part is the commitment. The hard part is saying you will do it, finding the country, and staying. Getting the job, listen, that's the easiest part. So, thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.